We will have nice sunny and dry days ahead. Not much happening this week. On Wednesday, we'll have some breezy conditions, and then on Thursday morning, we will have a very cold start to the day, but we'll keep it rain-free until the weekend. I'll have more details on your forecast coming up.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 10, a new development code coming to North Augusta. What that means for the future of the city. Also ahead, a spike in gun violence in Rennes, Georgia, leading to more than a dozen arrests and 6 more still wanted. The latest on the investigation. And the Georgia Cancer Center will soon offer blood tests to detect cancer earlier, as News Channel 6 at 11 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 10 on MeTV.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Brad Means. Thanks for joining us. Coverage you can count on begins in North Augusta, where the City Council is meeting tonight to try to finalize a new development code. Nikita Dennis, live in our satellite news center with the details.
Yeah, Brad, this development code could determine how property owners use their land as well as where they choose to put their properties. Leaders in North Augusta are picking up where they left off with rewriting the new development code. The last time this happened was 2007.
One of the recommendations I think that they brought up was for us to consider a planned residential district. And I do think that is something that I would like to see the Planning Commission kind of study and come back maybe with some options on that, because I do think that it would give us some control, especially as you look at like an R5 zoning district.
The board put a pause on the first hearing to give the Planning Commission time to discuss recommendations for the code.
My understanding is several, but not all, of those recommendations have been implemented into the development code as was laid out by Tommy during the study session. And so now we're at a point where, having been reviewed now twice by the Planning Commission, it is back to the City Council for considerations.
The code will consist of new regulations for zoning and land development. It will also update the citywide zoning map. But there are concerns from property owners and developers.
We're concerned about adding costs to that, is what it comes down to. So do you want, now somebody could have bought a $350,000 house at, now it's 1,800 square feet. You know, the more cost we put on it, now they're looking at a 1,500 square foot house.
Council members say they will take the concerns of buyers and developers into consideration moving forward with this process. Live in the Satellite News Center, Nikita Dennis, WJBF News Channel 6.
All right, Nikita, thanks. As we take a first look at our weather, meteorologist Jenna Petracci standing by, and cool weather on the way.
Yeah, that's right. Today was actually pretty warm, but that warmth will not last for long. The cold air is actually already moving in tonight. You'll feel it when you step out the door tomorrow morning. Here's a live look in at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam now. As we take a look there in Swainsboro, it is a nice and dry night. No rain today. Our high temperature was a warm 71 degrees. Our low temperature was just a few degrees above average, topping off at 42. And as we go into tonight, our temperatures will be a few degrees colder than that. Notice we're already seeing a lot of 40s. 45 in Augusta, 47 in Thompson. McCormick in those low 50s, 51 in Millen. Wrightsville, you're at 50 degrees exactly, and 52 in Edgefield. So as we look at those dew points, it is pretty dry outside. So as I mentioned, no rain today and no rain over the next several days. We'll have plenty of sunshine once again for our Tuesday. Winds are coming in from the northwest, a little bit breezy in some spots, such as Aiken at 6 miles per hour, 8 in Washington, 5 in Crawfordville. But once those winds settle down more, we'll start to see those temperatures fall even into the upper 30s in some spots tonight. High pressure is moving in from the west as this cold front moves out, bringing the clouds with it. So not much cloud cover tomorrow. We'll keep it mostly clear through the morning hours. Good amount of sunshine by 8 a.m. as we make it to 46 degrees. So those temperatures are falling tonight, and that means by tomorrow afternoon will be much cooler than it was today, only topping off in the low 60s. Keeping it dry and sunny all week. Pretty breezy on Wednesday. You'll definitely notice those winds. And then Thursday morning, you'll notice the colder temperatures will be sub-freezing. And we'll have some more cold mornings throughout the rest of the week as well. I'll have that full 10-day forecast coming up shortly, but back to you, Brad.
All right, Jenna, thanks. A Jefferson County grand jury indicting more than 20 people on various aggravated assault and gun-related charges. Hannah Latier has the story.
On July the 6th of 2023, We had a series of 4 or 5 shootings to take place within the city limits within like 4 hours. And what we were able to recover was 70 plus shell casings at all of these crime scenes.
This sparked the investigation into the string of crimes, which Chief Maynard believes the majority of them to be connected.
It's pretty blatant that it's gang related.
Last week, the Rennes Police Department, along with the Grovetown Police Department and Jefferson County Sheriff's Office, arrested 15 of the 20 people.
I don't see this as a huge win for the city of Rennes. That's not what I'm doing here. I see it as a big relief for the city of Rennes because I have many residents that have complained and voiced their concerns about being afraid to go on their porch at night.
Chief Maynard tells me their ages range from 15 to 28. More arrests are expected to follow.
I see the ages of all of these people that are involved, and this is a sad situation. Families are going to be hurting.
Local activists say they think this is a good step to take, but the solution to stopping the violence is being proactive.
Helping get these kids, employed, and not just. They need some physical activity, but I'm thinking they need more than that. They need some education too.
Chief Maynard hopes the situation is an eye-opener.
We just need to be able to get back to being good people, good neighbors, good family, and good friends, and understand that it truly takes a village.
Hannah Latier for us tonight. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp announcing a new plan to try to reduce state income taxes. The governor is going to introduce a bill during the next session to give the largest income tax cut in the state's history. It would drop the rate down from 5.75% to 5.39% and then keep lowering it each year until it gets to 4.99.
Well, here in Georgia, we're doing the opposite. We're keeping government streamlined, and we're giving taxpayers more of their hard-earned money back. And I will remind you, the savings that they'll see from this tax cut acceleration are on top of the 2 income tax refunds totaling $2 billion that we've already done.
The state's lieutenant governor says the long-term plan here is to phase out and waive the state income tax in Georgia altogether. Now, cancer is the second leading cause of News Channel 6. A nonprofit in Aiken now celebrating 10 years of serving this community. Crowning Lupus hosted an end-of-the-year program over the weekend celebrating their mentor students and scholarship recipients. Councilwoman Gail Diggs and other city leaders giving the organization the keys to a new facility, a new space that'll let them have more in-person programs, trying to raise awareness about the inflammatory disease.
So Crowning Lupus, we like to bridge the gap of access and availability to those battling lupus. But for us, it goes a little bit more deeper because we are really committed to making an impact in the community. So from back to school events to our mentoring program, which is the students that were presented today.
Crowning Lupus also provides resources for mental and financial health. To find out more, you can go to crowninglupus.com. Coming up after the forecast, the holiday toy drive is coming to an end. WJBF and our Giving Your Best partners sure could use your help. How to donate when we return.
Get right Carolina and WJBF partners.
Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
I hope you enjoyed your Monday. It was definitely very beautiful outside with a good amount of sunshine and some pretty warm temperatures for the first few days of December. We actually made it into the 70s today, but it's already getting pretty chilly, and tomorrow definitely won't be as warm. Here's a live look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview Cam over in Waynesboro. It's a dry night sitting at 45 degrees now under clear skies. Dew point of 38, winds are calm here in the metro. A lot of our temperatures are still in the 50s across the region. 54 in Washington, 53 in Crawfordville. Edgefield sitting at 52. Also at 45 though in Barnwell, 50 in Allendale, and 53 in Sylvania. So notice the clouds are pushing out along with this weak cold front. High pressure is coming in from Texas. That'll be in control all week long, bringing lots of sunshine, but also some cold temperatures. So 42 tomorrow morning, only topping off in the low 60s by tomorrow afternoon. And notice over the next several days, it'll be pretty chilly, especially on Thursday morning. That's when I'm expecting us to have a sub-freezing start to the day at 30 degrees. 33 on Friday morning. Then as we go into the weekend, we'll see more clouds moving in with the chance of rain. And as usual, that does spike our temperatures all the way up to 50 degrees for your Sunday morning. Now, the highs will be a little bit all over the place, but nonetheless still in the 50s and 60s each day this week. Say anywhere from 56 degrees to 68 on Saturday. That'll be our warmest day for a while. So no more 70s expected, but still not too cold just yet. Rain chances at 0% all work week long. And then as we go into Saturday night and Sunday morning, that's when I'm bringing in the chance of rain, but not expecting a washout this weekend. Most of that rain will be during the overnight hours. Here's a look at Futurecast tomorrow morning. Not a cloud out there. Another weak cold front comes in, keeping clouds mostly to our north. A few stray clouds could move in on and off on Wednesday, but notice no rain nearby. High pressure coming in on Thursday morning, and a similar situation, just a little bit breezy Wednesday and into our Thursday morning as well. Lows tonight in the upper 30s to low 40s, chilly and pretty cool tomorrow as well. Only topping off in the low 60s, but only a degree or so below average. Our 10-day forecast showing mostly sunny skies over the next several days. Sunny and breezy on Wednesday, high of 58. 62 for our Friday, and then up to 68 on Saturday. That evening rain chance and morning rain chance on Sunday, and then mostly sunny and dry all of next week as well. Back to you, Brad.
All right, Jenna, thanks. And here we are, the final week for you to help WJBF with our holiday toy drive. Teaming up, as always, with our Giving Your Best partners to give as many children as we can new toys for Christmas. We're going to wrap those toys and deliver them to the nonprofit Bridge Ministries. Last year, we, with your help, got about 500 toys, and there's a greater need this year because the price of toys, the price of everything, is up. Still ahead. As millions do get ready for the holiday rush, there are new concerns about the safety of America's skies. That's after a series of near misses. That story is coverage you can count on continues.
Wednesday. North Carolina and WJBF partners.
The airline industry facing increased scrutiny after an investigative report on air traffic controllers. Here's Rena Roy.
Disturbing allegations in a new investigation by the New York Times alleging air traffic controllers were sleeping while on duty or using alcohol and drugs. It comes as millions of Americans prepare to travel for the holidays. The report, not independently confirmed by ABC News, covers hundreds of complaints to the FAA's hotline over 2 years, claiming one employee showed up to work this summer drunk, joking about making big money buzzed. While the Times admits those are extreme examples, the broader issue raised by controllers and others who reportedly spoke with the paper are the dangerous staffing shortages, mental and emotional stress, and fatigue air traffic controllers are experiencing. Responding to the allegations, the FAA telling ABC News the report in the New York Times is not reflective of the overall high safety standard that exists throughout the national airspace system. Flying has never been safer. The Air Traffic Controllers Union firing back, saying the investigation is an inaccurate portrayal of air traffic controllers, but acknowledged the ongoing staffing issues and fatigue. There has already been growing concern about the safety of America's skies after a series of near misses this year. Back in January, what could have been one of the worst aviation disasters in U.S. history was avoided at the last second.
Delta 1943, cancel takeoff plans.
2 planes nearly colliding at New York's JFK Airport, one forced to slam on the brakes during takeoff to avoid crashing into another plane crossing the wrong runway. Back in March, the FAA held a safety summit to address concerns, looking at patterns and risk factors, hoping to figure out how to prevent similar issues in the future. One key area is staffing. Currently, there are 1,000 fewer air traffic controllers working than there were over a decade ago. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Still ahead, the Atlanta Falcons are in first place. And we're going to hear from Georgia Bulldogs head coach Kirby Smart ahead of the Orange Bowl matchup against Florida State. Stay with us.
Are you suffering from Burke Academy? Won the GIAA 2A state football champs on Sunday. And congratulations to Edmund Burke Academy. Won the GIAA 2A state football championship on Friday down in Macon at Mercer University. It's the first state championship in school history. Spartans led Gatewood 10-3 at the half. The defense stepped up for the 16-10 win. After the game, head coach Andy Woodard talked about how proud he is of his team, his program, and what it meant to have a crowd full of Spartan fans in the stands.
It's an unbelievable experience, man. To God be the glory. You know, our kids had tons of fight and determination tonight. We knew that we were going to have to play a defensive game, and we did. And our defense stepped up, made play time after time. Big fourth down stop. You know, then we were able to force the turnover late and run the clock out. Listen, defense wins championships, and we've had a great one all year long. It's unbelievable. It's the very first state championship in school history. This is our fourth title game, and we come up short 3 times, and to win one is unbelievable. All the credit goes to the kids and the coaches and our fans for showing up being the 12th man tonight.
A big congratulations to the Spartans. We will be right back.
Take a look in your car.
And last but not least, there is certainly no place like home for the holidays. But what happens when your home is moved inside another home?
Well, a Kentucky family recently found an unwanted guest nestled in its Christmas tree. Krista Padacci shows us who was found.
A decades-long tradition takes a turn
Every year. Love it. We pick it out as a family.
when Santa showed up early to the White House, but with a present the Lexington family did not expect.
I was shocked. I was so stunned.
Rocking around their Christmas tree was an owl, the baby bird blending in with the branches, going undetected for 4 days.
I have 3 dogs. We use this room nonstop, watch TV, kitchen's right here. No indication.
The first person to spot the feathered fellow was Bobby Hayes while the Whites were at home.
The owl was literally sitting on a lower limb here.
Hayes owns Magic Carpet Cleaning. After plugging in a piece of equipment, he noticed the tree sway and the owl on the prowl.
It crawled up into the tree further, and as it was in the tree further, it took me several minutes to even find it.
Grabbing the bird in the nick of time, he sent this photo to Michelle.
Thought he'd put a stuffed animal or an ornament in outside. So I called him immediately. I'm like, you're kidding me, right? And he's like, no.
Michelle now telling Kris Kringle to put Hayes on the nice list, because if she instead found the owl, she'd be hooting and hollering into the new year.
I would have left the house. The owl could have stayed without me. I wasn't coming home.
Without injuring the baby bird, Hayes made the wise choice to release the owl in the family's backyard. Sure, it was pining for a wooded place once again.
Everybody's going to be able to have a Merry Christmas now.
Wow, owls are so cool.
Yeah, have you put your tree up yet?
Just got it up. Need to double check it now, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Go home and double check for some critters in there.
You never know.
Never know.
You don't.
Here's our forecast for the week. We're going to see a lot of sunshine, continued dry weather with temperatures anywhere from the mid-50s to low 60s. Some chilly mornings in the low to upper 30s. We will be sub-freezing on Thursday morning. Also breezy on Wednesday, but no chance of rain until the weekend. We'll see that increase in clouds on Friday and some showers Saturday night into our Sunday.
All right, Jenna, thanks, and thank you for watching. I hope you'll join us after the football game on News Channel 6.
And Hogan's Heroes is next here on MeTV.